gave a shir after Vosikin Thursday morning at the Kotel. And I was sitting there with a bunch of boys, 6:20 in the morning, and we're facing the Kotel Maravi, and I spoke about self-esteem. These boys are kids that were off the derech, they went to Eretz Yisrael, the Chassidish boys, they're trying to get it back together again. And I spoke about Rus, and I spoke about Moshe Rabbeinu, and I spoke about David HaMelech. And then I looked at the Kotel Maravi. I said, boys, the wall itself is so ugly. It's broken, it's cracked. There are weeds growing out of it all over the place. There are pigeons and birds. And Baruch Hashem, while we were watching, there were 2 lizards that decided to crawl across the Kotel. And I'm like, why don't we make this wall look pretty? Take all the weeds in your front yard. You want to let weeds grow out of your walls? Let's clean up the wall. Let's fill in the cracks. The floor of the Kotel is beautiful slate rock. Everything fits perfectly. And the wall itself is nothing to look at. The Goyim would never allow their wall to look like this. Pigeons? Lizards? You're not allowed to touch the wall. I don't mean touch it with your hands. You're not allowed to cut off any of those plants. It's me'ilah. You're not allowed to fill in any of those cracks. Because Hashem shows us that his love is for the one who's not perfect. The one that has weeds. The one that has cracks. The one that has lizards crawling across it. He didn't save the Kotel Mizrachi. He saved the most unimportant wall in the whole Beis HaMikdash. Kadosh Baruch Hu has a special place in his heart for the person who struggles. Therefore, his wall is exactly what it's supposed to look like. He doesn't want it fixed up. And I said to all those boys that were sitting there, guys, you may not look perfect. Some of them cut off their payas, some of them cut off their beards, some of them wearing jeans. Chassidish boys, I said, you may not look perfect, but to Hashem, you're the Kotel Maravi. And we need to know that. We beat ourselves up because of our disabilities, and we look at ourselves, we're not perfect. The Kotel is far from perfect. It's not a perfect wall. You would not have a wall like that in your house. No way. You would have guys come in there and clean it and smooth it and concrete it and probably would knock it down and put up a marble wall.